Hey, what's up? It's your buddy Fear. Hey, before you get into this episode of Talk Life, I just want to let you know it's going to sound different than how I sound now. Right now, I'm through the board and a mic, where this episode, I don't know, could be because I'm rusty, could be because I was high as balls. You never know. But I used the microphone built into my MacBook rather than the board, and all of us were holding microphones the whole time. I didn't I didn't fucking do anything or run through it like I should have. Whatever. Maybe don't do audibles before you do a show. Show's good, show's entertaining. It's just going to sound a little different, but I wanted to throw a quick little thing in here before we get going. But yeah, so if it sounds weird, don't worry. We'll be back to normal. I figured it out. Obviously, I'm doing it now. Either way, yeah. Enjoy. And welcome to the Talk Life podcast. I am your host, Fear Motherfucking Innes. And as always, what are you doing?
I'm laughing at what you said.
What the hell did I say?
You were saying that the cats were going to be like, I gotta piss. Which wasn't like that funny. But then you immediately went into, and there's
they are going to have to piss. And this is the Talk Life podcast.
That's what made me laugh. You immediately went into the show.
Oh, my bad.
I just wasn't prepared for those two things to be said so close together.
Well, that does make sense. Anyway, this is my amazing wife, MGI.
Hey, what up?
And we are joined by the artistic dreamer.
Hello.
What up, Dachi?
Not much. Just hanging.
Hanging out?
Yeah.
Jamming?
I was just looking at some art that I was doing recently.
What have you been doing?
Been doing Navi or Avatar art lately. I know, I'm obsessed with the blue aliens.
Yeah, I know. Just recently, it's so weird. Like, what got you into them all of a sudden?
Well, I think I just kept seeing more of it on my Instagram feed because I follow a lot of Instagram artists, right? Because I'm in a lot of those kind of circles on Instagram of artists, and a lot of artists do a lot of different.
I'd heard her.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of different fan clans. So it's basically where they take the Avatar universe and the Navi people, and then they make their own Navi people and stuff like that. And that's what me and my girlfriend have been working on lately.
Nice.
And it's really fun.
Yeah.
And I just really love aliens. I've always loved like Star Wars and everything like that. So it's kind of like I should have been into it sooner almost. I'm surprised it took this long in a way.
Me too, to be honest. Like, I figured you would have been into it a while ago.
Right?
Yeah, because it seems weird to get into it now. Like, not in a bad way, but...
There's a third movie coming out.
Yeah, the second one came out. The third movie's coming.
The third one is on its way in December. Yeah. I'm going to see it, even if I see it alone.
I believe you've told me that I have to see it.
Oh, yeah, someone should go see it.
You made me watch the first two movies.
You've seen both now?
We haven't seen the second one.
Oh,
no. You haven't seen it. We should see the second one.
It felt like you saw two, but...
We did.
They're long. I love them, though.
Yeah, well, James Cameron loves long, fucking, chatty fucking movies.
Well, and they're masterpieces. Every bit of it is a masterpiece.
Oh,
well. It just is. The second one is amazing, too, with how much he...
We've heard it.
He put so much effort into making the water look real.
He made the water look real.
It's unreal, okay?
Look, I played Subnautica. The water looks real. It's
fine.
No, that's cool. Yeah, still haven't watched it. I don't know. It was like such a big deal. I was like, and then I never got around to it. Like, we own it. I have it somewhere on Blu-ray. We were one of the first people that had the 3D Blu-ray before it ever came out. The Sony rep gave it to Razor.
Yes,
and we refused to watch it. Go ahead.
I feel like Avatar is the Nickelback of movies because it's so popular to hate it but it's actually fucking good.
I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying that it's not good.
I didn't know it was popular to hate it.
It is so popular.
For some reason, have always just.
But it's popular to hate on it because of racism.
Don't
It's
you
popular to
dare
hate
call
because
me
it's racist?
No, I don't mean you. I just mean the general.
I can't stand those blue sons of bitches. They come here and they steal all our jobs.
It's essentially racism. The whole story is,
yeah.
indigenous people, and that's it. That's why it's so popular to hate on it. But it's a good story.
So you're telling me he could have wrote an actual story set in America with the indigenous people fighting for their land, but he felt it was easier just to make them into aliens.
Okay, maybe. No. Technically, he took.
I think it's just Pocahontas.
From indigenous. No.
That's what a lot of people say. It's Pocahontas, or it's cowboys and Indians, or
but
blah,
it
blah, blah, blah.
Isn't.
No, true. I'm saying I haven't watched it, so I'm just saying what I've heard.
They even fall in love, and
what's his name? John Smith.
His name is Jake Sully.
Jake Sully, John Smith, J.S.
Yeah.
Come on, what's her name?
Natry.
That's way off. Should have been Naturamus or something. I mean, if you're gonna JS, you might as well poke.
If you're gonna JS.
Whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. If you like it, you like it. But it is interesting that it's gone from hey, I should watch this to I've watched both. I love both. Now I'm making drawings of them. Mm-hmm. But that's cool. So do you each? These are OCs.
Yeah, we're making our characters. But I have started sketches of actual characters from the movies too. I just find my characters more interesting.
Well, they're your people. You want to tell their story.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you guys have some? So do you have background to your two characters?
We've been building them. So, my girlfriend really likes the.
What?
Sorry, I got distracted. What you were doing? Did you move in the hole?
Yeah, just ignore me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you gotta be professional. Just your girlfriend again. This is the third time.
Yeah, we get it. You have a girlfriend.
We get it. You got a girlfriend.
Jesus Christ.
How dare you?
Anyway, me and my girlfriend.
I'm offended by all of it.
You should. All of this sounds super gay. Anyway, you and your girlfriend.
Yeah, the Forest Clan is the one that
What's that
she's taken.
Forest Clan?
The Forest Clan, yeah.
Okay.
I just say that as a generalization, because if I say what it actually is, you guys don't know what that means. So I say just the Forest Clan.
I don't think Dad knew what Forest Clan meant, so.
Yeah. No, the way I thought, I heard Force Clan. Oh. And I was like, motherfucker's a Jedi?
Sorry.
But anyway, the Forest Clan. Okay.
Of the Navi people.
So those are the tree people.
As far as the actual canonical movies have gone, now we only have the Forest Clan. There's several actually. Uh-huh. But they've only covered one in the movie. And then they have one of the Water Clans. There's more. They say that there's way more people, but they only in the movie cover one of each. Right?
Yeah, they can't show the entire universe.
Exactly. And so in the third one, they have now Fire and Ash people. They're they are not a part of the other ones. So they all follow a god, called Awa, which is basically the universe, is their god in a way. So it's pretty cool actually, but because they all worship the energy of the earth essentially,
right.
Which is kind of sort of the same thing of what I sort of believe in. It's just the energy of the universe, and
right?
So I kind of like that. Anyways, they have essentially gone against a law, and they are not
the fire people are anti-god.
Yeah, I think that they're going to be the antagonists. They're going to be the outcasts, if you will, of the whole Navi people, and that's going to be really interesting in the third movie. So I'm really, really intrigued for that.
Yeah, and then I wonder what the wind people are going to be like.
Yes, they also mentioned the wind people too. So
those guys must live in the clouds.
No, they the clouds.
What?
They haven't explained too much about their habitat yet, but when they did tease them, they have these really cool jellyfish cloud looking
tentacles.
No, in the air.
Wings.
Airship.
You know, when people get...
A hot air balloon?
Thank you. Hot air balloon. Sorry, we're stoners here, folks. Hot air balloon.
If they're listening to us, they should know.
Fuck, it seems like I don't smoke enough. James Cameron's like, look, man. Fucking jellyfish.
Yeah.
Jellyfish. And hot air balloons.
Air people.
Yeah, but that's what I love. I love when we take things from our universe and basically alienize them and, you know, what if they could be like this but different? Like, I just love that, and that's what I loved about Star Wars. So I guess that's kind of spread into this sort of universe, and that's why I'm so obsessed with it.
Now, why do you think it took James Cameron to make this?
Are you really asking me that, or are you asking me that?
Like, do you think it's just animation, or?
The answer is because it took him so fucking long to figure out how to make the water look realistic.
Yeah.
There's a whole, like, behind the scenes, like, documentary about it.
Yeah.
I know, right? The Subnautica guys were pretty good, I will admit. But it's still different because with water and the effects, like, there's just so much going on. And
there's got to be a tremendous amount of layering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is so much work for all of it. Like, and I haven't watched the full documentary. I only watched pieces of it on TikTok, so I would really love to watch the whole thing at some point, because just like for a fun, high nerdy adventure, because he is a very interesting guy. Like, the way his brain works is so interesting, and he thinks in the way that I really enjoy of artists, where, like, if he can get it right, he wants to spend so much time and effort and money in getting it right.
Yeah, if he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it right.
And I really like that, because you can see that in his final products. Like, even in the first one, that was made in, 2009, I believe?
Sure.
Like, it was so long ago, but the effects actually look so good even now. Like, to think about when that was made, that is crazy. And the second one is even better. Like, it is gorgeous. And the water is so realistic that you can really immerse yourself into the film. It is so good. And the actors, like, they had to, like, go through, like, swimming and learning how to, like, swim and act at the same time, essentially. Yeah, like, that is a really hard thing that you don't normally have to do in a lot of films like that, because it's so much of the fucking film is underwater.
Yeah.
So much of it. Or semi-underwater.
That could have been why it took so long, too. Exactly. They all had to learn how to swim underwater.
Exactly. And to embody their characters, like, there's so much going on in there. And then also the layering of all the effects that they had to do after. Like, that's why I think it took so long.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Also, part of me wonders if part of it's because Zoe's career.
Oh, yes, with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but she's contractually obligated to the Avatar series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just you also gotta let them live their lives.
Absolutely.
And, make other movies and stuff too.
That would make a lot of sense.
You can't just be like, you have to sit around and wait for me to be ready.
Exactly.
Yeah, but at least they're waiting. Like, so many properties
he wants to do
used
it
to just be like,
right?
well, new character. Like in Transformers. Like that whole thing just kept changing, and now I don't know what that's going on. Don't get me wrong, I'm watching that just to watch robots fight, but
for fun, yeah.
Yeah. I don't need a story.
But, like,
story doesn't even matter, folks.
Exactly. I feel like we are in a world, though, where when it comes to the art form of movies and TV shows, there is so much of the fuck-assery. Like, of the...
Fuck-assery?
Skip on the details. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Just make it go. I hate it. Let's just value the fucking art form. Value the story. Like, put effort into what you have done and what has already been created, and make it right. Don't cut corners just to get it out there to make money. I hate that.
Yeah.
That is not art.
Well, no, and that's the same with all the resurgence of the fucking remakes and whatnot, and
reimaginings.
That too.
there's that too, and it's like this whole thing where I find some of the biggest problems in Hollywood is that one, nobody wants to take a risk. So like Judd Apatow had a bunch of really filthy comedies like 10, 15 years ago that did really well.
Yeah.
Nobody's making those kinds of movies anymore because
No.
they're all so scared of what's said,
Of
what's
being-
going to happen, that thing.
being canceled.
So instead of
The
that, they're
cancel
trying to
culture.
just redo this or that, or add a female character, or add a black character, or this, like, or they have something where they have a really good idea, but they don't know how to make it into anything. They just go off the idea. This is the idea. This is what's going to happen, and this is how I want it to end. This
Cool.
shit in the middle, I have no
Doesn't
idea.
matter.
It's
I don't know.
almost like they use
Yeah.
AI to fill in the
Fill in the
blanks,
gaps.
fill in the holes.
Yeah, and that's probably what we're going to end up with a lot of movies, but I don't know.
A lot, yeah.
It sucks because there's been so many movies that we've watched lately that have a really great idea, and they just
Don't know how to
fucking
execute it.
it ends up being mush, or for whatever reasons they try to add way more shit to the movie than they need to, and it's just like, okay, you made this movie like 30 minutes longer than you needed to because you added a bunch of crap that reasons. I don't know.
Side characters, like side problems and things that don't need to be in it.
Yeah, like it used to be like you meet the characters, there's a problem, there's a solution, 3-act play. And now they're like, you meet the characters, there's a little problem, another problem, another problem. There's a big problem, another problem. Oh no,
Yeah.
so okay, this one's
Small
this
resolution,
one's good.
but also
This one's good.
bigger problem.
Yeah.
That is really interesting, actually. Do you think that is because of the attention span issue that
Yes.
we
It
have?
probably could. Like
Where
for
they've changed storytelling now?
well, and that's something you would have to sit down with
To keep
like
you more interested.
either someone my age or even maybe your grandfather's age, and then someone your age,
Or your brother's age.
well, maybe even like 15-ish, 14. And then you need to have them watch movies together. And which me and your brother have kind of done. Like we sat down and watched The Shining. The Shining is gorgeous. The cinematography alone is worth watching. He was so bored out of his mind through most of it. But
Yeah.
it's because there isn't that. So I wonder, to me, when I watch that shit, I'm like, there's just way too much shit in this. Maybe people your age and younger are following it better because there's all these little problems and resolutions to kind of keep the story going.
To keep them interested.
Where
Maybe.
my people would be like, no, you just make the big story better. You don't need all these little mini
All this
stories.
little bullshit.
Just make the story. But I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't fucking make movies, so I don't know. Yeah, for sure. While we live in the TikTok age, right? Everything's got to be within like 6 to 10 seconds. Otherwise, most people just keep scrolling.
Get my attention in 5 seconds. Wow.
But yeah, well, I don't know. That's good. But do you know when the third one's coming, or
Yeah, that's December. I don't know a
Oh,
specific
sure,
date.
you already
I
yelled.
think it's like 15th.
It's coming out in December. I'm going.
oh, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, like
No,
my
I've been
Christmas
smoking the
gift is
devil's
seeing
lettuce.
that movie.
Reefer. Oh, I thought he was gonna have trouble trying to make wind real, so or fire. Hello.
I feel like fire and lava have already been done so much in movies by now that like that's not hard, you know?
It's like
Yeah, no, fire's pretty easy. They've
See
been
what I
blowing
mean?
shit up for a long time. What? Oh, just the cat? Mr. Onyx?
We just got right into it today. We did introductions and then boom.
Hell yeah, why not? Why?
It's crazy.
Is there anything, like, did you want to talk about something else?
No, I was just saying.
Well,
Got heavy real quick.
for sure. Well, going from Avatar, which is boring, makes people sleep, to so we've talked about this before on the show, but there's another round of child care homes in America handing out melatonin to kids.
There is?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
So yeah, this says this lady's name is Laura Putman. Never thought her sons would receive melatonin supplements at daycare. She enrolled them at the Apple Blossom Daycare in Falmouth, Maine. Falmouth? Whatever. When they were 1 and 2 years old, she said she hasn't given them melatonin and hasn't granted anyone permission to give them the supplement, which mimics a hormone produced by the brain that makes them more sleepy. But in August, she learned from a former employee that the daycare center that he and others were giving melatonin gummies to children, including her older son, who was 4 at the time. She said she saw text messages between the former employee and the daycare center's owner about the use. Putnam asked her older son about it. He said, "Oh, it makes the babies go," and then he made a snoring sound. She said, "He told me he got them when he was younger and they made him very sleepy. And then I asked if his younger brother got them, and he looked at me and said, yes. And I said, how often does he get them? And he said, every day." So Putnam showed her younger son a photo of a bottle of melatonin gummies, and he immediately saw and said, "That's," and then he inserted the name of the daycare provider. So the kid associates the melatonin bottle with daycare. Lindsay Corcoran said her daughter, who was also at Apple Blossoms from ages 15 months to nearly 4, learned from text between the former employee and the owner that her daughter had received melatonin. "I was shocked to see her name, and there was a substance given to her without my consent. Several other parents, doctors, lawmakers nationwide are raising concerns, saying giving melatonin to young kids isn't well studied and shouldn't be done without parental permission." Last year,
mess with their sleep habits at nighttime too. Like,
you're fucking those kids up. Yeah. Like, you're giving them supplements they don't need.
Them.
Yeah.
Yes. You cannot drug children without their parents' consent. That is drugging.
You shouldn't drug them at all. If parents say, "Hey, you're free to drug my kid," that's a problem,
you take them away.
That's true.
We're just gonna keep these ones.
Good point.
We're gonna keep these kids. You drug them at home?
You drug them at home?
Hey, you want to talk to this guy over here with the badge?
Right? Like, if a parent comes up and is like, "Oh, no problem. Where do I sign for you to give them, drugs so they'll sleep?" Yeah, that's
I know we're well past the kid stage, but if we were at the kid stage, that's what I would do. I'd go into the fucking daycare stage. Where do I sign up for that melatonin treatment? And if they say over here, I say, gotcha.
Yeah.
Talk to this guy over here with the badge.
I have another thing related to school, actually, in Vancouver. I saw a TikTok of CTV, I believe, news that was covering this. In Vancouver, an Indigenous family that has a special needs autistic child, he was sent to school in one pair of clothes and came home in a different pair of clothes. She received his old pair of clothes completely clean, not soiled, with no explanation as to what happened. When she asked her kid what happened, he said, "Someone took me to the basement."
What?
Yep. When she asked the school about this, they refused to give any answers except for he was with a sub that day. Yeah. Everyone is horrified. And so far, there hasn't been anything, like, the person's been put on leave is all we've been told. That is a bad fucking sign, isn't it? The school would be in flames if it were me. And if it were me, flames.
Oh, it's
embers.
Sorry, guys. When are we gonna start wood chippering these fucking people?
Oh my
Seriously,
God.
feet first into the chipper. Let them scream whatever they want, and we just wave goodbye to them as they chip out.
Wave goodbye to them.
You are not a part of the society. You have ruined that child for the rest of its life. Thank you for that.
No kidding.
Oh my God. Yeah, like, even if it was, like, there's some people, like, who are, like, child caretakers that are like, well, maybe they have, laundry. Like, maybe he soiled them, but they cleaned the clothes. And everyone else is like, no. We send soiled clothes back, or we write down explanations of everything that happened. Like, There's
I can't see that.
shit.
Like, I can't see them cleaning the clothes. You know
right?
what I mean?
At a school?
Yeah.
It's not even a day. It's a school. Like
daycares have.
See what I mean?
Laundry facilities.
But it's a
Well,
school.
yeah, but they're supposed to be a little bit more accredited. And I know a school's a school, but fucking schools have been loose, man.
I know.
Like,
right?
let's
In
fucking.
Vancouver?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's not just the fucking United States. I know a lot of shit goes on in the United States. Right now in the United States, there's female teachers fucking kids left and right. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Good Lord.
But we're no better up here. Clearly,
Sadly,
there's fucking predators that are infiltrating these fucking.
and the school protects them.
Yeah, and that's not how everybody would be dead. It would be
Exactly.
terrible. You've seen John Wick. That motherfucker did it for a dog. You do it to my kid, I kill you. I kill your family. I kill your family. Where'd your family come from? They're from France. I'm going to France. I'm gonna find every last one of your relatives. I'm gonna fucking murder them.
Kill your entire bloodline.
I am.
Yes.
You are eradicated. You and your whole family were never a part of this fucking timeline when I'm done.
Like, I can't remember his age, but he's got, I think, if my memory serves correct, he's young, like 7 or something. Like,
fuck, I thought you meant the guy, the one that did it.
The child.
I don't remember how old he was. A 7-year-old. What the fuck? I'm chipper and a fucking 7-year-old. Maybe come forth with that a little quicker.
No, we
doesn't
have
matter.
no information as to who was with that child that day, taking care of that special needs child, who changed him, whose clothes were they, whose clothes. Did they have extra clothes for him? What happened?
I'm not sure. Well, if they're
happened.
special needs, there might be like a bag just in case.
There might be.
And that's
or
fine.
something, but
you have explanations for these things. People, chart these details down. They call their
there
parents
should be
and say,
something.
Hey, he had an accident
Special
today.
Yeah, the
needs
very
parents
first thing.
change
We're gonna
information.
Exactly. We're gonna clean you up, but first we're calling your parents.
Exactly. Always.
And I guess we didn't have a special needs kid, so if I did, I would have a person that I trusted always with them or something.
But if they were with a sub that day, just all information is gone? That's ridiculous. That's not how it should be.
Yeah, no. See, and that's what I mean. That's it. We're letting too many really stupid things happen.
So true.
Like, we have to stop protecting teachers. We have to stop protecting police officers that are not doing their job or they're abusing their fucking power.
Yeah, people that are.
All these people of authority, the fucking politicians, we need to start to take this shit back. It's only going to get worse. I don't know. That's fucked up. That sucks. And, I hate that it's Canadian.
Well, and it's extra sad because she's Indigenous. So, she's trying to stay calm. And a lot of people are like, why are you so calm about this? But, I also feel like if she was, raging.
Yeah, then they're like, look at that. Exactly. Another Indigenous flying off the handle.
Exactly. So, I get it. If it were me, I would be burning the fucking school down. But at the same time, I get why she's being calm.
And who was being calm? The mom?
Yeah, the mother of the
that child.
Of course.
Because if she burns the school down, she goes to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Then who's looking
so
at
true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it. It's an awful situation for her to be put
I'm
in.
just saying,
That's terrible.
This is the biggest reason why she's not.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because she needs to be around to look after her.
It's mayhem. It's crazy. That's terrible.
Yeah, that was just on the topic of.
Yeah, no.
That, right?
Breaking
That's
her heart.
Yeah.
More shit that sucks. But no, that's why we do this show, is to get the word out about different things. Maybe there's some people that don't know this shit. Yeah, exactly. Shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a segue to that. I was trying to do oh no, I already did the segue for the one thing. I didn't have a segue to go from special needs diddling to something else, but
whoa.
I don't know who didn't. Okay, not okay. Here's a segue. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. So special needs.
It's not a segue.
Special needs kids.
Announce it.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, you have to announce this. I think this is too stretchy. So we're going from a special needs kid to a special needs lady that was showing me how to wash windows the other day. I can't remember if I talked about this. I smoke a lot of pot, so if you listen to the last episode and I'm repeating myself, too bad. Guess what's happening on the next episode? I'm going to talk about this lady again because it blew my fucking mind. So as I walk up, I see this lady and she's cleaning the windows of this building. And I'm like, fuck, good for her. Because she's obviously a little aged. You know, she probably shouldn't even be doing it, but she's taking it upon herself. She's got a little bucket with her. And she's wiping. And as I get closer, I realize, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a newspaper. Wait. So I walk up and I'm like, hey, how's it going? She's like, pretty good. And I watch her fucking stick this newspaper in the fucking bucket of water. And then she goes up and she fucking wipes the windows with it.
As you do.
And I was like, cool.
What the fuck are you doing, lady?
Yeah. And so she's like, yeah, all you really need is newspaper. You don't need
vinegar.
And yeah, newspaper and vinegar. It's just water and vinegar and newspaper, and apparently it cleans your windows really well. And she's telling me all this stuff. I'm trying to like call the person to let me in the building so that I can go do my job. This is something that's going to be a reoccurring chat on this episode because I've had
what happens while you're waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the door to open.
Exactly. So she's telling me all kinds of stuff about what she's doing, how she's doing it, how. Like, just like
she's
almost
wash the windows.
Yeah, like she almost telling me like
age.
how good of a worker she is.
That's funny.
And I'm like, okay, no, good for you, awesome, that's great. The person lets me in. I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of my way. I go in the building, I do my thing. I come out. I'm in the building 5 minutes, maybe 7. I come downstairs. The lady, she's got one window done. And she's sitting down having a smoke. So I walk out and I didn't say anything. I was just gonna go straight to my van and be on my way. And she's like, yeah, I had to have a smoke. I just needed a little break. And I'm
As
like,
if you're her supervisor.
I want to be like,
right?
honey, you don't work for me, right? Like, do I look like the guy that you report to? Because I don't, or I would have told you what you're doing is fucking weird. Get some soap and a fucking sponge or something. What is the date on that paper? How long have you been doing this? Has it been the same paper for 26 years?
Oh, yeah,
if I look at that shit, did they just invade a rack on the cover? Like, what are we doing right now? The towers have fallen! But, like, seriously.
Has she been cleaning that same window for 20 years?
She was taking smoke breaks. Like, I don't know. She works 5 minutes and then she's got to take a break. I don't know how many smokes she's got, but I feel like she's out smoking any sort of pay that she might be making.
Probably.
Or she's just a vagrant that's walking around fucking wiping windows with a bucket. I don't know.
Maybe no one pays her.
She doesn't work there, which is why she thinks she works for me. So, yeah, I was like, well, good on you. Looks like you needed a break. And I'm fucking out of here. And, yeah. And so, like, I was like, man, that is really fucking weird. And I didn't know what weird was yet.
Yeah.
So then, this was a couple of weeks ago. And then this week, I'm walking up to this building that I got to get into, and there's this old guy, and it's been hot as fuck for like 4 days.
We had a really big heat wave.
Like heat wave, like almost 40 degrees, which what's that in American? 90?
I think it's...
Yeah, like it was fucking like the United Airmen. Like you would have thought that we were giving Trump a fucking plane with how hot it was here. Huh? Oh, you fucking... Someone's gonna get that joke and think it's fucking hilarious.
I was laughing.
No. Then you were laughing like a mime.
I don't have a lot of a voice today, asshole.
My bad. Either way, hot as shit. So I walk up, old guy is out there, he's got a button up, off to the side, chest out, and these short shorts.
Fabulous.
And
just out in short
the biggest fucking stupid smile I've ever seen on anyone's face as I'm walking up. I'm ready to... I know interaction is happening with this man.
Interaction is happening.
You're prepared.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. I'm looking around, because sometimes you can go in the first doors, and then you can call somebody. And that's a great way so you don't have to talk to the weirdos outside. Not this building. I had to be on the outside. So I dial the thing and I'm waiting, and he's just dumb, smiling, staring at me. And so I'm like, how's it going? He's like, well, pretty good. Not gonna lie, I'm in a lot less pain now. I'm like, okay, here we go. Oh yeah? Why's that? Well, I have been self-medicating. And then he pulls up this Gatorade bottle filled with, I don't know, vodka, and just fucking starts chugging it, laughing. And I'm like, okay, well, good for you. He's like, I'm 65. I deserve it. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, whatever. I don't know you. I'm hitting the buttons a couple more times. Nobody's answering the fucking thing. Jesus. And so then he's like, and I've been toking. I'm like, for a split second, I'm like, really? You got it on you? You holding?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'll sit down and have a chat with you, you fucking weirdo. And I was like, that's good. And he's like, well, I am a 70s man, so you can't get that out of me. I smoked grass that whole time. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Smoke grass. Pushing the button a little bit more, like, fuck it. Like, so far he's been cool, but he's, you know when you start getting that vibe?
It's gonna go weird.
Yeah, it's gonna go weird at any time. And then he's like, you know what? I'm not supposed to let people in, but you seem really cool, so I'll let you in. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. And he's like, you don't look like you're going to rob anybody. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm here to work. You don't look like you might be here to rob somebody, but
like you could rob me.
You're the one with the keys, so let me in. So then he opens the door, and he's kind of close, like too close. Like when I went by, like I was like, I was waiting for him to try to sneak a kiss or something.
What a weirdo.
I'm like, okay. And so I go into this building, I go up, fucking no show, no answer to what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, fuck. So I wait. Knock again, nothing. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna have to go downstairs. Maybe he's not there. Maybe Cuckoo went.
You're not that lucky.
No, as soon as I walk out, he's there with an even bigger dumb smile on his face.
Oh, no.
And there's like a street sweeper and a fucking big dump truck because they take all the fucking rocks and shit off the streets. And so they're rowing and it's rumbling everything. And I'm like, well, all right, have a good day. And he's like, you know what? I don't normally admit this, but
oh God.
I am enjoying these heavy machines drive by. They are vibrating me perfectly. And I like it. And I'm like, sweet. Nothing was left but a fucking cloud of my shape as I sprinted to my van to try to get.
Why would you?
Who knows? Who knows? Thank God I heard it. What if I didn't hear it and I was like, "What's that?" And I turn around and his dick's out.
Oh God!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know where we were going. I didn't
Right?
like. Then I have to throw an old man with his dick out in front of a street sweeper and no. And then I have the dumb smile and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Fuck, it's gotten to the point where when I get into if somebody gets in an elevator with me, I'm like, oh fuck, please don't talk to me because they just want to say the weirdest shit to you.
Why? Like they see you and they're like, this guy, I'll probably never see him again.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell him the craziest shit I've ever told anyone in my life.
Killed a lot of people when I was in the 70s.
Right? Like what?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Just get off on the floor.
I don't normally admit this.
Yeah, exactly.
But I kind of like it when Taylor Swift plays on the radio.
Yeah. I don't tell anybody, but Taylor Swift smells like.
Yeah, that's just
What?
wrong.
Yeah. And then when I go to places like the last episode, if you haven't listened, go listen to it. I had a couple of stowaway nutters go onto a different floor. And yeah, all hell just fucking ensued after that. The other day I was working and talked to the guy, did the stuff I was supposed to do. Everything went so fucking smooth. It was awesome. And the guy was so thankful. He was like, "You are a gentleman and a scholar." And just like praising me and everything. And I'm like, that's so great. So I showed him my ass.
What?
Sorry?
What?
Well, I put my shoes back on, and then as I walked away, I bent down to fix the shoes, and I didn't have a belt on.
Sean.
So it was one of the best client experience I ever had. So I guess why wouldn't I show him my butthole?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I bent over, and as soon as I realized it, I stood straight up and walked back into my van and just drove away.
You're like, oh, I feel the breeze. Oh, I feel
Yeah,
the
I was
breeze.
just thinking, man, that was so good. And he was still at the door, and I bent over, and I'm like, you are showing a man your ass. Just get the hell out of there, man. And yeah, so
Maybe he didn't look down.
I hope no. I hope I.
You could have said, I'm so sorry, I forgot a belt. I
Yo,
don't know,
hey.
something.
You should.
You saw
always,
something back there you like?
You should always put your butt crack to a wall.
And I usually do. I don't know what. I think I was just like shocked with how well everything went.
Shocked at how wonderful
And,
it
like,
was.
I was getting ready
Fucked
to
up.
skip, but my fucking shoes weren't on properly, so I went to fix it, and I was like, I think my fucking ass is out. Well, have a good day.
Do you ever see any kind of dude like that comes to your house, whether it's a handyman
Yeah.
or a fucking plumber
Well, that's
or
what
an
I'm-
oxygen guy
yeah.
without his ass hanging
You might
out?
see a crack. It's sorry. Most of us are fucking fat dudes, and
It is so true.
when you're fat, your ass hangs out. It's just the way it is. We
It's
mean no
true.
disrespect.
It's
Uh,
like it's.
Yeah. And then I was like,
This is
Jesus.
the price that you
Could you-
pay to have something fixed.
Could you imagine if my fucking boss calls me and it's just like, hey, we got a complaint.
No. Well, no. It wouldn't start out with complaint. It would say, "We got a customer
Yeah.
call. They started out by praising
Yeah. Oh,
you and how wonderful the experience was.
yeah. I'm like, okay. So far, so good.
Said you were so.
Yeah.
Customer service was amazing.
That sounds like me,
You
boss.
answered all his questions. You were informative.
Oh,
You
this is
knew
great.
what was.
Probably going to get a raise.
You made him feel so comfortable.
Yeah?
And he was confident in his abilities to run his own oxygen.
5 stars.
Everything was so great.
This is
And
amazing.
then-
What's that now?
You showed him your ass crack.
Oh, that guy. That guy called in.
Oh, fuck.
See, I should have known. Most people don't praise me like that. And then I showed him my ass. So that's like,
No, you know what funny word she said. And then he also said, you have a very attractive ass crack.
well, yeah, yeah. And then she's like, actually,
I don't know if your boss has that much of
he
a
would-
sense of humor.
I don't know.
know her that well.
Yeah.
But that would have been funny.
And he's requesting you come back and wear something a little skimpier. Well, anything for the company, boss. Jesus.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have this.
Believe you showed
I am the
That's-
weirdest fucking.
You're
It's
nuts.
like the last episode where I helped that Asian lady and then I bowed at her for some reason.
Yeah, that
What the
was.
fuck did you do?
I don't know. Sometimes I
That's like-
feel like I'm fucking Michael Scott. Like,
Wow. Yeah. I was just gonna say that is like something right out of like a show like The Office.
yeah,
Like,
that's how I
so
felt.
fucking
I
well.
did it, and it was a nod. It was a nod, but she probably thought it was a goddamn bow because then she was like,
Did she bow at you?
yeah, because yeah.
Oh my
And then I'm like,
God.
I'm just gonna leave. Any chance you want to see my ass?
Right into us.
Fuck.
That's the upgrade
Yeah,
package.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, because there's a language barrier, you can't praise me, which is a trigger for my ass. So for now, I'm just gonna graciously bow at you and hope that I don't show disrespect.
But if she did it back, she probably thought you were just trying to be nice.
Well-
So that's good, right?
Awkward.
Well, the look on her face was like, huh? Like, all right, whatever, white guy. Sure.
Yeah,
Down
probably.
to you.
Yeah,
And
you
then-
fucking weird.
And as soon as I left, she calls. That fucking
This
white guy
guy's
bowed at
fucking
me.
weird.
Was he awkward? Oh, he's really fucking awkward. Tried to show me his ass.
think about the guys you work with. Like, no offense to any of them, you work with a great group of guys.
Oh, for sure.
But you are all a bunch of weirdos, awkward freaks.
We can't help it.
In your own special ways.
Absolutely.
Like,
no, that's why I get along at this place really well.
I know, it's great. It's perfect.
Like, anytime that I'm like, this is so embarrassing. But I'm also one of those people that, obviously, I have a fucking show where I tell all my public.
It's not like
So, yeah, so I'll say weird shit to them, and then they're like, oh, yeah, wait a minute. And I'm like, holy shit.
This one day.
I got a show here, went to the chiropractor, the bank was being robbed. So, yeah, that fucking happened.
For real?
Yeah, so like
a couple weeks ago.
In the last episode, I talked about how I felt like a cartoon character and then had to go get chiro done. So this time, it's my last chiro appointment. I'm going there, and I go to turn right into the parking lot. There's a big parking lot. There's like the chiro place. There's a coffee shop. There's a bank. And so I go to turn in,
there's a bunch of different
and there's a vehicle kind of parked like an asshole to go in.
Yeah.
And so like. At first, I'm like, this fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
And so, like, I was gonna crack the window and be like, you can't park there, man. But I was, as I'm pulling up to him, he gets out and I see he's got like one of the like Secret Service fucking ear thingies. And I look around and there's like 5 unmarked black SUVs.
Oh.
There's guys in suits. There's guys in tactical gear. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna yell at this guy now.
I get in trouble.
I should probably mind my own business.
Yeah,
right.
There is a large amount of police presence here, and if I get lippy, I will be on the news,
and
I will be shits McGee.
Oh my god, that's shits McGee.
But yeah, so I pull in, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I watch real quick, and they kind of dissipate fastly. That's a word.
Fastly?
That's a word. I made up fastly, very bigly.
I made it up. I just thought
no one's ever heard of it before.
The other day, it just came to me.
It came to me, tears in his eyes. He said, Donald, we need this word, and we really need you to make it. Because, as you know,
nobody's been talking about it.
I'm a game that can never make words.
Crazy words.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Tears in his eyes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So then I go into the chiro, and I want to ask because I'm nosy. But I was waiting, and then I overheard the ladies at the desk kind of talking about some shit. So I'm like, fuck this. Where's the tea? I go up, ladies. What just happened?
Ladies, what's the tea?
I came in.
Ladies, let's spill.
John Wick and his friends were outside. What can you tell me? And yeah. They're like, yeah, actually, some dumb fuck tried to rob the bank, and we watched him get fucking throttled.
Wow.
They pulled him out of the
happened
bank
just before you got there.
I probably just missed, buddy.
Probably.
Damn.
Yeah.
Too bad you weren't 5 minutes early.
Right?
It would be way better if I pulled up and ran him over.
Oh my god.
All of a sudden, I'm a hero.
Oh no.
Then you'd be on the news.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, I know they say I'm a hero. I was just trying to do what everybody else would do. Really, I was just changing the station on the radio. Yeah, like a man.
Like
and
a man
I ran
would
over
do.
a gentleman that had a large sack with a $sign on it.
That's right.
That's how it's always done.
Yeah, exactly.
Always.
But yeah, it's 2025. Who the fuck is still robbing banks?
In person.
Who the fuck? What?
Like fuck.
I don't
Like
fucking
digital.
get it.
If you're gonna try to rob a bank, you gotta
digital, right?
exactly. You gotta try to,
Crypto.
Exactly.
Yeah, who the fuck robs
Break
in
the
real life
codes.
banks? As if they're not prepared for you to rob.
Yeah, like at
Like-
what point do they just like they're like, give me all the money, and they just pull out a gun? I'm like, no, get out.
Right?
Well, yeah, like it just doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't know. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
So
The second dumbest shit I ever heard is another line show note I have here is MDI tells another man that size doesn't matter. What are you talking about?
Okay, so I did tell a man that size doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's go.
And I never thought I would say that. But it was a couple weeks ago we were looking for pallets. It's actually really not that fun of a story. I was looking for pallets to do
different kind of wood. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a different kind of wood. I told him that it didn't matter what size his wood was. But, hear me out. It was pallets. Turned out it was a woman I was talking to.
Hey, women.
It was one of those voices you didn't know?
No. It was just over Messenger.
Oh, I've had the voices.
I'm sorry.
They answer and I'm
voices where you can't tell if it's a man or a woman.
Hello, and I'm like, can I talk to Cheryl?
Right
this is Cheryl. I'm like, what? Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, or I'll be like, hello, and I'll be like, can I talk to Bill? This is Bill. I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
You should meet Cheryl. But anyway. So yeah.
So it was
turns
just
out
it was funny to me.
Girlwood. It was Girlwood.
It was fun. Her name was Billy.
That makes sense.
Like on Facebook, it was Billy something or other. So yeah, I thought I was talking to a dude.
It's hard to say.
Not that it really
Billy could
mattered.
be either.
It was literally just she happened to say like, I have this size of pallet today, and I said, oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the size. I just want to do some like crafty shit with it. I'm gonna take it apart and blah, blah. But yeah, and then it was after I sent that size doesn't matter message, then I looked up and saw the name and was like, oh shit, I just told a man that over the internet that size doesn't matter. And I thought it was hilarious. But then I didn't actually say anything to Billy on Messenger because I didn't want to make it worse.
Yeah, no, that was probably a good idea.
And we did.
I'm just talking about pallets, Billy.
We did end up going and meeting up face to face to get those said pallets. So I didn't want it to be like super.
Yeah.
I just left it.
I wasn't talking about cock. I was just talking about the wood. So you know.
And she responded just, straight and narrow, no.
Well, yeah, to her, she just read it and just kept going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She didn't know my crazy brain was like, I just told a man over the internet that size doesn't matter. It's funny.
No, that is. It's hilarious.
Taken out of context.
Totally taken out of context. It's great. I've got some other show notes, but I think they're...
You better make it quick.
They're dumb. No, I'm wrapping up here. So we'll speed round it. No, fuck this.
Blue Jay games on.
There's just no, they're not. No, like that one's terrible.
No.
This one, Haley Joel Osment got arrested for public intoxication. Body cam footage came out. He was blackout drunk, had cocaine wrapped in a $20 bill. He used anti-Semitic slur.
No, it's just getting worse.
So it was all bad.
He's gone crazy on the Jimmy Kimmel money from playing.
Well, no.
Vance.
Yeah, no. See, what happened was in January his home burnt down, and he's pretty much been on a bender ever since.
Oh no, he lost everything.
Yeah. So
the fire.
Then after he got sober and the body cam footage came out, he came out and apologized. I'm so sorry.
He went crazy.
I lost my mind. I'm not anti-Semitic.
That sucks.
Yeah. So that was a tough one. Because
it's really hard to claim you're not
anti-Semitic. Yeah, it is. Because so just I make notes that are filler just in case we don't have stuff. So like
what notes are.
This one is 2 continents are on a collision course, and 2 continents you probably would never guess. Asia and Australia.
Okay.
Are going to collide.
When?
Not for hundreds of millions of years.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
But
that's very interesting.
So it is. So there was this study done, and they've been measuring like the seismic activity, the shift of the pallets, all the plates that are moving and shit. And so they were able to, with the data they have, go backwards to kind of see how things started. Because they say it moves about as much as your nails grow. So it's very, very slow. But at one point, Antarctica was on the equator.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It wasn't the frozen wasteland that we know. Because what they say is the reason the Earth is so good is because of these tectonic plates that constantly shift.
Mm-hmm.
And because they constantly shift, they release different gases, they release different elements, they release different things that life on this planet needs. and it moves things. And that's why even with climate change and everything.
Man. We all know the Earth is flat.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh my God, no.
Once you hit the ice wall.
Sorry, I had to say it.
But yeah, no, it's just very interesting, and that's why even if when we're dead, because we're trying so hard to kill ourselves, it will figure its shit out. Like that's why it had dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's
and then
gonna
had
repair
us,
itself.
and then
we are the problem.
Yeah, over time, because it keeps moving, different things will change. Yeah. Different organisms will start another.
And eventually,
humans will start again.
Going to become extinct, just like the dinosaurs did.
Yeah, and something else will start. Another microorganism that will then
turn into something. Yeah.
Change into something else, but
evolution.
Yeah, it's just it was really cool, and like they had a video showing of all the fucking continents moving all over the fucking place, and it was pretty wild. But
that is cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if that is something that we have to really value, like when we someday do this. Like, not that I want us to leave this planet.
Elon better hurry
obviously.
the fuck up, because we need to jump ship.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping we can put all the billionaires on a rocket and fire them at Mars.
Absolutely. I don't necessarily think that we should go infect them.
No, I think we can. I think the
I
way
don't
that
think the other planet deserves that shit.
Exactly.
Well, no, that's exactly it. And here's a planet that we've been given or we've evolved to or whatever you fucking believe in that literally gives us everything that we need. Mm-hmm. And we're still stupid. Like we saw.
Yeah, we've done nothing but fucking.
We watched this thing earlier. There's a YouTube channel where these guys are essentially doing projects to make the world a better place, and they're cleaning up all the plastic over in, or was it Asia? Or, and there's this one spot where essentially all the rivers meet, and it's like a landfill of plastic. But so this guy took, what was it, a grain or wheat harvester or something from the water.
Yeah, and moved
and
it.
modified it so that they can just pick up plastic with it. Plastic. So it's this boat that just drives around and just cleans, gets the plastic. And so a lot of places over there don't actually have garbage pickup or any sort of waste management. So this YouTube channel or freedom fighters or whatever are taking money, and then they're taking donations, and then they're putting it in. So this place, they've put in their own recycling place where
that's awesome.
They created the infrastructure.
They did.
Yeah. So now these people who now work there, sorting, crushing, all that stuff,
they now have jobs.
They can take that plastic and sell that to people that actually recycle it and all that stuff. So they're making money. So they took this thing that was nothing, and now it's its own self-sustaining
we used
business.
To be just something that was killing the water and the land.
And like,
now they're doing.
I think they should mass produce those boats and have people fucking driving around like, you're a fucking. I'm a fisherman. Oh yeah, what kind of fish do you get? Oh, I'm a plastic fisherman. I'm trying to clean up the fucking planet.
That's right. We do need plastic fishing.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's eco fishing or something.
Yeah.
Or eco fishing, because fishing, I guess, is still fishing.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting concept, right?
That's what I'm thinking, and because there's like a whole garbage island that's floating in the ocean. Like, if we could take care of that, you know what I mean? Like, if we fix what we've done, the planet will survive.
It could,
it's just that we don't put enough energy and time and money into fixing it.
Well, because money. Why would I do that when I can make money?
Right?
You could buy my meme coin.
Speaking of money and corruption and meme coin and all that.
Yeah.
You
know, I thought we were going to have on a good note. You got some? Is this a story?
Yeah, that was our good news story.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll talk about that later.
All right.
Bench that one.
Next episode. Make a note. NFTFYB.com. Check out everything over there. All the links to all of our social media will be in the show notes, as well as stuff for Dreamer.
Woo!
And exactly. Yeah. Like, I know we just talked a bunch of bullshit, but Datch is a fantastic artist, and you should go check them out. And I don't know. That's all I got to say. You got anything else to say?
No.
All right. Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.